1983, I got my arm caught while I was working at GM Transmission in Windsor. It got caught in a rotationary drill press and permanently physically disabled my left arm. And then they give me a light duty job to do with that others did with one, and that blew out that arm.
So you injured your one arm, and then they gave you a job for the other arm, and then you injured that arm.
Yes.
Okay. So then after you injured your other arm, what happened? What did the board or your employer do after that second injury?
I was deemed to be unsuitable for factory work, and I was given no WCB benefits, so I ended up being homeless.
And then what happened after being homeless?
I managed to get a job as a long-distance truck driver where I lived in the bunk of a semi-truck for over a decade.
Right. So then what happened? You had more work injuries, accidents. What was the next one?
It was massive deep vein thrombosis with reoccurring pulmonary embolisms from driving and living in the truck.
So from sitting, I believe it's from sitting for long periods of time.
Yes,
yeah.
That's according to the medical specialist.
The medical specialist in...
Yes. I was 18 days in the hospital.
And where was that?
Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Right, okay. And what happened when you were in the hospital for 18 days? What happened afterwards?
Well, I had no way back. WSIB said they wouldn't cover it, and
what did your employer do?
Pardon?
Did you let your employer know right after when
they
the doctor...
knew where I was.
So you told your employer they didn't do anything?
In the WSIB forms, they just put unknown, and they didn't answer any questions.
Right. So then you dealt with your employer, and then you called the WSIB, and WSIB said what?
Well, the WSIB told me that I would have to find my own way home, and they suggested OHIP. So I was flown
So
back.
even though you were injured at work,
Yes.
stranded in the U.S.
In El Paso, Alamogordo, New
Right.
Mexico.
Okay, so near El Paso,
Yes.
Texas, for reference. The WSIB did nothing to help you as an injured worker.
Nothing.
They abandoned you.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.